Yo guys, and welcome to the VS Gaming Round 1 matchup between Energy Esports and Origin Esports. Origin, just a new organization coming to the scene. But before I get to that, I've got a co-caster here with me. His name is Brad. I don't know if you guys know him, but he's quite average. Welcome, Brad.
How's it? Thank you, Dalray. Thank you. I'm quite average, and my name is Brad. You got me there, Dalray.
No.
Dalray, thank you. Dalray, thank you so much for having me on your stream. Thank you so much for asking me. I'm very excited for this matchup. Two powerhouse teams, Energy Esports and Origin. Like you said, Origin being a new organization in the scene right now, but with very familiar faces on their Call of Duty roster.
Yo.
But I'm very excited for this matchup. Very excited for this matchup.
Yeah, it's gonna be a cracker. I just want to change my settings here just to see if
It's going to be an absolute cracker, Dalray.
It's
Could
going
not have
to,
said it better yourself.
it's gonna be a cracker. But okay, just before this game starts, let's quickly recap to this last weekend where it was chaos. You told me yourself.
Oh my word.
Like
it was absolutely insane. It was my.
Yeah.
Ooh. Dalray,
Yeah,
I casted the most insane matchup local matchup I've ever seen in my life. It was absolutely insane.
Yeah, for the people that don't know, last weekend was the Ace Gaming, the organization themselves have lands in Johannesburg. So if you're in that region, hit them up. You can take part. But he's referring to the Ace land this weekend, where the likes of, they called themselves the Handshakers before they were known as the X-Fam. But they were the likes of Flawless Waffle that will be playing here shortly, and Kovs as well in Ian, and then you have Sharky, that is Jamie, and Nato, and they took on the likes of Bravado, their full team being Inferno, Lithium, Raheel Bucks, and Cerberus. And Brad, walk us through there.
Oh, okay. First of all, their first matchup was in, I believe it was the winners semi-finals, where, like you said, Bravado versus the Handshakers. I believe in that first series, maps were traded out. I believe that the first map, the first hard point, went to the side of the Handshakers, and the BVD took the first hard point, and then from there it went all the way to a map 5, where in the end I think the Handshakers won 6-2, 6-3 on a Saint Marie search and destroy. And after that matchup, obviously, Bravado were knocked down to the losers brackets, and the Handshakers progressed to the winners final, and from there they progressed to the grand final. There they met again Bravado, as those were the two favorites to meet in that grand final. And I think again the first series in that grand final, the maps were traded out once more, and then also went to map 5 once again, and Bravado managed to win that map 5 in the first series 6-0, 6-0, not a single round won from that Handshaker side. And then going into the second best of 5, Bravado winning the first hard point. I think it was pretty convincing. I think it was 250 to about maybe 130, maybe 140. The first search and destroy also taken. I'm not too sure what the score was, but there, Bravado won the first 2 maps. They were 2-0 up. Then afterwards, absolute carnage released on the playing field. I believe in the CTF, on the CTF, it went to an absolute overtime. In the second half of the overtime, Bravado took the flag. They had 3 down. They were nearing the cap. All of a sudden, Robbie or Cobbs pulls in his fighter pilot, and right off the bat, they get 3 kills. 3 kills, 1 coming from that streak, and from there was a counter cap, and the Handshakers at the last second took that map. It was Bravado's map to lose. They had that in the palm of their hands, and the Handshakers took that, and they shook their hand afterwards. and then in the fourth the fourth map and the final hard point of the series, again Bravado had the good spawns for that final hill. I think it was they were trading the lead back and forth the entire time. And then at the last second, I believe it was Sharky who won back the spawns and got 2 big kills in the hill, thus making Bravado spawn out. And I believe the score was 250 to 246. Bravado had that lead. They had the lead. They spawned out, and the Handshakers taken it at the last second. And then in the last search and destroy, the Handshakers just had complete control. I believe it was another Saint Marie search and destroy, and they ended up taking that 6-2. But Dalray, it was insane to cast.
It
It was insane
sounds
to cast.
it sounds epic. There's nothing better than being at a LAN environment and players just going crazy around you. I just mentioned to Brad before we went live the likes of Waffle, how loud he gets and how motivated he gets, and how he motivates his
Oh,
team.
definitely.
So it's really insane to see the hype there for Call of Duty, and I can't wait for the 24th of February, and that will be the major in Cape Town. So if you guys want to come down to Cape Town, please do sign up. I think we only
show your support for
yeah,
COD today.
we're only 7 teams at the moment for the major, and that's a big problem. We're aiming for 30 teams, so please do sign up. It costs you $250 per person. If you've got an org, hopefully they can pay for you. But please do come take part. But coming back to the VS Gaming that the guys now is going to play, this is round 1. And yes, this side of the bracket where Ian Origin is quite jam-packed. You have Ian now taking on Origin. The winner of this will be facing BVD. Bravado, it just doesn't get any easier, Brad.
No, it definitely doesn't. I mean, this is round 1, Dalray, and as you said, the winner of this matchup between these two powerhouse teams, like you said, goes up against another powerhouse from the likes of Bravado Gaming.
Yeah.
Those are the first 2 rounds. That is insane.
It's ridiculous. And just to think, one of these teams will be playing in the ladder matches. Now, if you don't know how this works, this bracket is all up to seeding and putting yourself in Premier Division, then First Division, and then you got your ladder, I think it is, and then you've got, oh, I think ladder is your
First Division.
Yeah, you've got
Yeah,
Premier, First, and
Premier Division, then
First, and then ladder. Yes, and then
Yes.
so one of these teams are either going to be ladder or First Division. Just to think of it, it's crazy because like these
crazy.
you can obviously you can say Ian top team currently in South Africa, and then Origin you can probably put as a top 5 team as well. It's quite crazy to think one of the teams
definitely.
aren't going to be there. But on the other side of the bracket, thank God for my team being Ventus. They are only, how can I say, top 5. Well, obviously I see my team on the top 5, and I see White Rabbit as well as a top 5 team. So they
also
on
a very strong team.
Also a very strong team, yes. And they on that side. I've got a messages. I'm on my way driving. I'm switching to my stories again. I'm on my way driving to work, and I get a message from Tiano. And Tiano sends me the tweet that came from ACGL saying, "Who's the 2K champions?" And obviously Vinko beat us last night in the 2K finals, so he's just rubbing it in there. But and he says, as you saw his tweet, there's 4 things you need to do to get to the 2K finals and win it. And that is hope. Number 3 was hope Ian doesn't play, and that's exactly what it came to.
Go.
So
that's definitely on my list. That's definitely on my list.
Yeah,
definitely. I don't want to see them in a round 1 or a round 2 matchup, as in I know I'm done for.
Yeah, most definitely.
Definitely.
I think we're still waiting for one play, but before we jump into gameplay, I'm just going to bring up the maps here for you guys, so you guys can see what's going on or what the series is going to lead to. Our first map. We'll talk map by map, Brad. Our first map is London Docks Hardpoint. I think this would probably play in the hands of Ian, this first map, just because I think they're a bit more dominant with the SMGs.
Definitely. I think on the side of the energy boys over there, players with the likes of Mickey and Covs, with those dominant sub players, and then I believe I think it's going to be Vian. I think Vian is going to run that third sub role. Just those are 3 players that you don't want to put a sub in their hand and then have to play a London Docks hard points against. Definitely not. But then on the side of Origin, like Kirez and Clanker, and then those boys also very strong sub players as well as good AO players. But I just think that's the players from the side of Ian, I think, are just going to be too strong and a little bit too experienced for the side of Origin. I think it'll be a close game.
Yeah.
But I do think that Energy are going to take this map. the first
Okay,
map.
and then we'll move along to Saint Marie SND. As many times I said before, SND is one of those game modes that can go either way. But Saint Marie, I know Ian is a very strong team when it comes to Saint Marie SND.
Definitely.
Brad, you more or less have the same idea?
S&D, I think between these two teams, I think will be a lot closer than what people are gonna predict. Just because S&D in this game is it's quite methodical, and it's almost whoever just makes like the better decision first. I think, I don't know. It's very different in this game. It's obviously like you have to be the better thinker, and all like it's very different to your hard points and your respawns. Just
Yep.
because it's not just the gun skill, but
Yep.
then again, I'm gonna give my edge over to the boys from EN just because I think they have that edge of experience on their side.
Do agree with you. Then we move along to another London Docks. As you can see, there's 3 London Docks in the series, and that is correct. London Docks on CTF. Once again, I can't see this going any other way than to Ian.
I'm surprised to see I would have liked to see which maps were vetoed by each team, because I'm not seeing any AR maps whatsoever except for that Ardennes, which is map which is map number 4 there for the hard points. But all these maps that have been chosen by both of these sides are very sub-dominant,
Yes, I do agree with you. But if we do move along to Ardennes Forest, as you mentioned, probably the only heavy AR map that you'd see in this series.
Definitely.
We'll move along quickly, and we go to London Docks SND for the last one, if it goes that way. As we said, SMGs will play a big role. Maybe a sniper in that London Docks area, at the docks area downstairs. You can maybe overlook there, but it's going for sure be a very, very close matchup. But predictions, Brad, predictions. Do you see do you see Origin taking maps off Ian in the series?
I can see them taking maps. I do think that they're gonna fight. Well, they're gonna have to fight very hard to get these maps. I don't think that they're gonna take that London Docks. I think that they could sneak a search and destroy, but I'm gonna predict a 3-1 to the likes of Ian, and the only map that they would drop would be possibly the search and destroy on Saint Marie.
That's
my prediction.
Are you sure you're not in my mind? Because that's exactly what I have in mind. Yeah, I really do think it's gonna be a 3-1, and SND. I don't know. It's either be a 3-0 or 3-1. I don't see Origin taking 2 maps. As you mentioned, Ian, or I see Adam Orbits in the chat mentioned he thinks Ian's gonna play more like a team, and that's more or less the image I have, just because they're a team for much longer than Origin is. But don't count out Origin. They're very, can I say, their players in Origin is really, really up there with the best. So this is definitely going to be very close, and I think it's time we jump right into it. And I think I'll
make sure you're on the cardcaster roll there, Delray. Just make
100%
sure.
on that. And
Cool.
I just want to say thanks to Zexy Beast, my friend called Juan. He's actually called Juan, but I just think it's better to say it in a French type of way, Juan. And thanks for info hosting with his nice 100 meg from Cape Town. And we jump into it. Hardpoint London Docks. In the chat, please give your prediction for this hardpoint. Do you think it's going to go Ian's way or Origin's way? Give us a score there. What do you think? But before you do that, please hit that like button and subscribe. A nice man will greet you as soon as you subscribe. But this is going to be an insane one. And Brad, first guy we jump on board is...
First of all, I see some boys change teams. Okay, never mind. I would like to hop on board with my man Ian Cobbs, Robbie. He had a massive weekend this last weekend now at Aceland, and hopefully he can duplicate that now in this matchup against Team Origin.
Yeah, well, we'll see if he can do so. Well, I just want to run through the classes here. Oh, Frosty jumps to the other side. They're all jumping to the other side.
Not so sure what's happening.
Don't think they ready.
Not a fan of the host, I see.
The host?
The host seems to be struggling. If you pull up the scoreboard there, I'm seeing a lot of 1 bars and 2 bars.
Not too sure. Let's quickly just go into a free-for-all just to check. Juan, I can see Matthew Robello. Thanks for the subscription there, buddy. Just jump into a free-for-all there as you are, just to see if everything is still okay. I don't know what's going on, because he does have 100 meg, and it's unlikely to be the problem, but we'll just check. But
there were multiple players though lagging there from what I saw. There were multiple players there with the connection issue.
Let's quickly chat a bit more about our major coming up in Cape Town, Brad. Iyas Muhammad, thanks for the subscription as well there, buddy. Let's talk more about the major. It's going to be the first major of the year. It is in Cape Town.
Definitely.
We have 7 teams already signed up. It is insanely packed. Your top teams signed up, like the EN, the BVD, the Ventus, the White Rabbit, I think is already there. The Origin is already there. So all the top teams already there. We're still waiting for a bit more players or teams to get up there. I wonder why the hell's people lagging.
Where is Zexy Beats from? Is he from Joburg? Is he
He's
from
Cape Town. Cape Town 100 meg.
I'm seeing a lot of the Cape Town guys full ball. I'm seeing only the Cape Town guys full ball here, actually. I'm not going to lie about that. Actually, no, never mind. They haven't spawned yet.
Yeah, something is wrong. Just maybe end Juan and see if you can maybe reset your line or something. We will be waiting. We can keep the stream occupied for a bit. Okay, coming back to the major part again. Seeding, firstly. When you play your ACGL 2Ks and such, it all counts toward your seeding. And seeding is really important when it comes to you being, don't know what team you are, and you don't want to face the likes of Energy eSports first round come the major.
Definitely.
So XP really does come in clutch.
Definitely.
Yeah, if there's any way you can get XP, get it.
Exactly. And obviously you can get all your ACGL XP from playing all your 4v4s and your 2v2s and all those matches, all those tournaments rather. But then also, from what I see, Dalra, I think amongst maybe the top 5 or the top 6, I believe that all of the EN players are there. All 4 of those boys are within the top 6 of the top on the XP leaderboards rather. From what I saw, I think the other day just before this last 2K, and that's going to guarantee them that are the #1 seed going into the major.
Sure, it's going to be jam-packed. I know for sure it's going to be something to behold, this major, and there's much more to come, so keep your eyes peeled. And if I just check at the chat quickly, I know Brad will definitely do this for us. I see Jared Ricci saying that in the chat, let Brad and Dalray sing a song for us while we wait.
Yes.
So I'll sing Dalray, okay? And afterwards you sing Flippin' Barbie Girl.
I'll sing anything, dude.
Go for it.
I refuse, eh? We're trying to stay as professional as possible. As professional as possible.
Let's go.
My image is everything, guys. I'm joking.
Yeah, image is everything.
But, yeah.
But as soon as Rupert comes on, you know you have to scuffle with us. So I can already see the chat thinking, what the hell is going on? Okay, but we know Juan is quickly resetting his net just to see if something is going on there. But guys, please, if you want to get involved in Call of Duty, sign up to VS Gaming, sign up to ACGL, play your COD Battles tournament. Those are free and easy to access. You don't need to make accounts. It's just a Google Docs, and you just get up there and you sign in, you play, and you get things going along. And I know Metal State is announcing their season for Call of Duty around the corner. Hopefully. And I know that's going to be a good, very, very good one as well. So please, if you guys want to get involved, start down low, work yourself up with the SA COD battles, get yourself in ACGL, get yourself into VS Gaming, get yourself into Metal State, and you never know, maybe you end up like Bravado's CSGO team going overseas, you know? Maybe a bit far-fetched, but maybe.
That's a huge investment, and it'll definitely be worthwhile for that organization. That's huge. It's a huge.
Yeah, no, I think you're cutting out there a bit, Brad.
Am I?
Yeah.
You're cutting out. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go reset because I think I'm just gonna be a few seconds.
Brandon.
I'll be right back, Delray.
Oh, cool. Brandon Hall, thanks for the subscription, buddy. And I'll see if I can quickly join back on to Juan. If he is online, I don't know. Let's see if he's in the chat already. I think he just joined into the chat. Join session. Hopefully he's online already. Okay, he is. And let's see if they can get up. Join me, you chops. Matthew Rebello. It's okay, we've got Juan still here. He is still here. He reset everything for us. Rocky saying Origin easy wins 3-0. There, Rocky, the one in the chat, is the CEO of Origin eSports. Well done to him getting organization up and running in the Call of Duty scene. The apparel that will be coming out looks really insane, guys. Look out for that. It looks really insane. I can't wait to see the guys rock it out at the major in 2 weeks time. And he's saying a 3-0, 50 rand to each if they sing Della Ray. Hey man, I don't think it's time for me now to sing Della Ray there. But oh, I see an Ogeri, I see he's in the chat. He had a nice clip as well at the Iceland this weekend. I did see the collat and then a nice headshot. So well done to him as well. I love it to see some sniping plays when it comes to some competitive play. So that was awesome to watch. And guys, please do retweet the stream on Twitter. I really do appreciate it. Let's get more fans, more viewers in here, and hopefully grow the Call of Duty esports scene as much as we can. And please drop a like and subscribe. I do appreciate all the support we can get. And I don't know where the Ian guys are now. Let's see if they are anyone else. They're playing a free-for-all on Gustav Cannon, the Gustav Cannon of all maps. I don't know what's going on. Okay, looks like they're all in Gustav Cannon. Just excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. We're just sorting out hosts to see what's going on. Rocky saying HP Origin 252, 215. Well, it's definitely going to be close, so can't wait for that. I'll host, give me 15 minutes. Kaiden, I think you guys are playing a team now for DGL as well. I don't know how it's going, but strongs with that. Just still waiting. I don't know if Ian tried to get someone else. Let me just jump into the chat whether I'm on WhatsApp. I'll get to you guys shortly again. Still waiting for Brad. See if Brad can join back, but I'm still looking to see who is where he is right now. But Brian and Rob is too long. Let's try Juan again. Juan again. Yeah, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. It's one of those things with online tournaments. You can't always manage the connection and all that. So please hang in there. We will start up this game as soon as possible. It is the VS Gaming round 1 matchup between Ian Energy and Origin eSport. And we'll start as soon as possible as Brad joins us back. Welcome back, Prodigal Son. Hey, welcome
Hello?
back, prodigal son.
That's me, dude. How's it?
That's you, dude. We're still
What's
trying to
happening now?
sort out the stuff here. I'm telling them to join back on Juan. Maybe to see if everything is fine now.
Did they test the host after the first initial time, or was it
Nope, not yet.
okay?
They're
Hopefully it's fine
trying
now.
someone else, but
Hopefully it's
Ryan
peachy.
and Rob is too boring as well. As I said, it's something we can't
Okay.
control. Unfortunately, it's one of those things.
Damn. One of those things in South Africa, especially where our internet is not at the highest of calibers.
Yeah,
But yeah, we're
that's
making do, I guess.
that's true. Um,
Mhm.
Now that we have time, let's quickly. One map I want to talk about, just bringing up the maps again, is the Ardennes
Mhm.
Forest hardpoint. We just said that, or you just said that Ardennes Forest the only AR really dependent map when you look at the series here in front of you, ladies and
Mhm.
gentlemen. Ardennes Forest, yes, you do need your ARs to slay out and make it easier for your SMGs. But if you look at ARs, we look at ARs on the side of EN, we have Rob, and you look on the other side of Origin and you got Waffle. Now, when you compare those two,
Mhm.
yes, it's completely like you can't call them
It's different play styles, in my
yeah,
opinion.
different
Different play
play
styles.
styles, but damn, you could say they're good. They
Definitely, definitely. I mean, like especially now with the FG meta, I think Waffle is a little bit more of a stand back, like he posts up in a sense, and then Rob is a little bit more aggressive when it comes to the whole AR role. So
going to
that's the two
we'll
differences that you
just
can
go
see
into a
there.
free fall quickly.
Definitely. And then
Joshua.
I believe the secondary AR roles, if the teams decide to bring in a secondary AR role into that Odin's Forest HP, I believe Frosty on the side of EN is going to be pulling out a AR, and I think on the other side from the Origin, it's either going to be Clanko or Scorpio. Who do you think
Mm-mm.
that would be?
Well, pulling out the AR, probably Clanker. I don't
Yes,
think
the second one.
Scorpio would be pulling out an AR, just as
Okay.
Scorpio is more of a heal player than I would say than Adam would be. But yes, it's gonna be a good game.
I think so too. I think so too. I would love to see a Arden's Forest HP, but if that were to be the case, then there would have to be a 2-1 map score, and I think it's looking a little bit on the tougher side for the boys from
Oh my word!
Origin, and as you can
Look at this.
see, still some
What
issues.
is
I'm not
going
so
on
sure what the
here?
problem is.
Okay, rather enjoy. I don't think we can do anything about this. Like, I'm actually quite confused. Is Telkom having problems again? I know I'm with Telkom as well. I
Mhm.
don't know what is going on.
There's usually like it depends on like on some hosts and some of the players whether they're like compatible with each other. I know that Vian for one or Dreams he has had a lot of issues with that in the past with his connecting to like other hosts and such. Like others he'll connect to perfectly, or he'll just one bar um, the whole of the time on the other hosts, and it's something that he can't control. It's just how compatible two lines can be with each other. Fortunately, like there's nothing you can change about that.
Yeah, unfortunately we can't. But let's talk more. Like, yes, we're gonna talk about predictions further down the line now with this VS Gaming bracket. And as we said, Ian and Origin is gonna face each other just now, and then the winner of this will be facing BVD. It doesn't get any
Hmm.
easier, and then gets along. Like,
Another
probably
cracker
gets a
again.
bit easier, I think, for the team going from there. Do think the only difficult match for either of these teams at the bottom side of the bracket will be in the final again, and the top side you probably have. Oh no, you still have Vinko at the bottom. With I think Vinko is still
Hmm.
with Origin and them, so that's still going to be a good one. Vinko, your winners of the ACGL 2K last night and the Sunday. So and then you got Ventus at the top, White Rabbit at the top. Probably those two will meet in the semi-finals if all goes to plan, and then we'll have a cracker of a final. That's for sure. But that will work out through the weeks. It's not tomorrow another game, tomorrow another game. I think Wednesday is the second round of the VS Gaming thing, or Thursday, somewhere there. So that's going to be quite interesting. I know, Brad, you do play this VS Gaming tournament as well.
Yeah, definitely. At the moment, I'm playing for the 50-50 boys until I get a decent fourth at the moment, because as of now, I'm still leaving to the land of the United Kingdom within the next month. So
Yep.
for right now, I'm just filling in, and yeah, like I'm enjoying playing comp in this game and everything, but I just don't have enough time as much I wish
Yeah.
as I wish I could play this
Yeah.
game. But yeah, I'm
I
still
will
enjoying it.
will still most definitely use you for online tournaments from the UK, and you can
Definitely, I'll be
definitely
keen.
still
I'll be
get
keen to
in there to
participate and
cast.
help
You know,
around.
everyone's gonna miss you from this side for sure. I know Jamie. Yes,
Mwah.
Jamie has some obsession with you. I don't know what. Hey, like
I love
he,
the
he
kid.
just he just comes to my chat saying, "Dan, don't you just love Brad?"
I love Jamie, dude. I hope he's in the chat. I love that little loser, dude. I love him so much. Mwah.
Yeah,
Little
it's
handsome boy.
if he was just not that good at COD,
Mhm.
I could kick him from. You know, that's another thing now. Looking at Twitter, like Jamie messages, Okay, Jamie Sharky, for everybody that doesn't know, Sharky
Mhm.
is in Ventus, and Ventus
Yes.
at the minor played with Hypes. That was in Ace. Now everyone
Okay.
on Twitter is saying, listen here, when is Hypes joining Ventus? And now Jamie's getting
I've
fed
also had
up.
a lot of rumors about
Yeah,
that.
now Jamie's
I've also
getting
had a
fed
lot
up.
of
Listen
rumors
here,
about
am
that.
I getting dropped? What is this Hypes Ventus thing that's going on? And he says, dude, I'm getting fed up of this now. It should stop now. But I'm just gonna put it out there. There is no roster change for Ventus. Sharky is a top player, and it would be stupid from us just to let him go after a
Mhm.
minor win. And so yeah,
Mhm.
I'm gonna stop it right there.
Mhm.
Ventus is not making a roster change. We're keeping this team. We're more than happy with Sharky. He has Land's experience behind him as well, and all that other stuff. So we're definitely gonna stick with him.
That's good. He's a good player. I'm sure that he proved it this last weekend now in his matchup against Bravado with his team, with his teammates rather, Vinko Nato, Ian Carves, and Origin Waffle.
Yeah.
They did very well this last weekend to beat a team of the likes of
Mm.
Bravado.
Okay,
Definitely.
join on me there, Brad. And
Will
it's
do.
Redem that will be hosting. Looks like it. Hopefully we can get in a
Thank you,
free for
Perez.
all, just to check if everything is fine. I don't know if Perez is with Telcom, and if he has problems, we know it's definitely Telcom. But
Yeah, no, Telkom have often had a problem like this. Just I think it started even during Infinite Warfare. I know that I was having some issues with a lot of players like that, and unfortunately, I am with Telkom. So
yeah,
yeah,
one,
so it's
one
not the
of
first time that I've seen something like this.
yeah, one of those things we can't control. I just think
Mhm.
we're still waiting for a couple of players. One more, I think it is.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
yeah, there
Oh,
we
also,
go.
Dalray.
Yeah.
Dalray, we actually didn't talk about this. Do you think that there would be a gentleman's agreement
Whew.
between these two teams
Yeah.
when it comes to not
The,
using the M1? I would say yes, and the
yes.
duelist, I would also say
Ye-
yes, but the
yes.
FG
No,
is
no,
the
no,
big
no.
one.
This
That
is
FG is the big one.
this is my argument. If the pros do
Mhm.
it, it's fine. It's called a gentleman's agreement between the two teams that's going to play currently. And I do think
Yes.
for us, we've got a major coming up in 2 weeks. If we have a gentleman's agreement now, we have 2 weeks to change the whole meta again to people wanting to play with a
Mhm.
bar again. It's
Okay.
stupid in my side to say, okay, listen here, we're gonna have a gentleman's agreement on the FG. I don't think it needs to be done. I think the FG can stay,
Mhm.
but the car definitely can stay as well. I agree with that. But the M1,
Uh-huh.
that's a no-no, and the duelist
That needs
pistols,
to go.
that's a no-no.
Mm.
That those I know
The only
Inferno,
problem.
I know Inferno Alton plays with the duelist, but I think as a gentleman's agreement, we should just get that out of
Mm.
the picture.
The only problem with the duelist, in my opinion, and actually Drifter, if you guys know Drifter, he's a big Call of Duty YouTuber and streamer. He actually did a in-depth video about the duelist basic training, and the only problem that makes that basic training very overpowered is that it increases the fire rate of each pistol in the hand. And no, I'm not talking about yes, the fire rates like it increases because you have two guns now. Each
Yeah.
individual pistol that you have in your hand the fire rate has increased. And that is very overpowered in my opinion, especially with the semi-auto pistols, with the M1911 and that other pistol. Its name leaves my mind. I can't remember the name, but that just makes it a little bit too overpowered, and that's why the pros are going against it right now and actually adding it to the gentleman's agreement along with the M1 and the FG and the car. But yeah, that definitely needs to go.
Yes, definitely. I think it's only Jordan. I see Jordan here with a 2-bar, but much better. It looks like it. I think they're gonna go with a Zoast, and if they do, we'll get underway. And if you've just joined us, this is the VS Gaming round 1, and the bottom side of the bracket, round 1 between Ian and Origin. We did speak about prediction earlier, but if you're new, please get your prediction in the chat. I would like to get to them. I'm not going to scroll all the way up, but please leave your prediction, and I'll get to that ASAP as we get this map on the way. I can see Busa J saying stream is very soft. I'll look into that just now. Geez, I left Tusha and they still haven't started. Yeah, Netric, we're having problems, online problems.
Fortunately, it's telecom.
Yep.
Definitely.
We can't. One of those things. But what do you guys think in the chat? I know Orbits with these ban the FG, and I already saw Jesse. They want scrim without the FG already. Absurd if I look at it. But what do you guys think? Should we have a gentleman's agreement on the FG? Don't you think so? Do you think we should leave it as is? Because we have a tournament on the way in 2 weeks. What do you guys think?
One of the arguments that I saw one of the pro players, and that pro player actually being Jacob, is that he doesn't think that it's too overpowered. The main problem with it is that it's very boring to watch an FG player play. Of course, it's very slow and it's not as entertaining, I guess you could say. Which I could definitely agree with. I mean, I would rather watch a player with a STG or a bar rather than watching a player with an FG, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That was his arguments. That was straight from Jacob's Twitter.
It's definitely a valid point he has there. But I'm trying to quickly figure out what is the problem here with the sound. People saying the stream is really soft. I'll see quickly if I can
Are they talking about the in-game volume, or they're talking about our mic volume? I'm assuming it's the in-game volume.
Yeah, please let us know if you think it's the in-game volume or if it's our mic volume. So we can just sort it out for you.
Everyone's like, start the effing game. I agree. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I do agree that this match should start immediately, please. Yeah. I want to watch this matchup, but
did people leave now again?
Yeah, the two of the boys from EN being Cobbs, and I believe it was Dreams, he did leave mid-test or whatever. But yeah.
Rocky says sound is fine. This stream is fine. Oh wait, okay. They I can see the FG.
Keddy says join on me, but Keddy, if you've had on a wired connection, yes, I'm just worried about your wireless connection now, my boy. Keddy has I believe it's a 100 or 200 meg fiber, but he does play on wireless. Oh, it's Keddy hosting now, actually.
It's Keddy hosting.
Keddy actually could actually be. I think so.
Oh, Keddy. We're literally trying every single host we can. I must probably just cut the stream when we finish saying, listen, yes, jump to hour and 20 minutes to see gameplay, because this is how long it's actually taking for us to find a
put that in the
host.
description.
But
Keddy is playing on wired connection as of right now, so it should be fine. His connection should be perfect. Who can I join on from the players, because I don't see Keddy on my friends list, unfortunately.
Trying to jump.
Oh, there you go, Keddy.
Okay, once you're on him, I'll join through chat then.
Cool. Okay, yeah, join me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just you we're waiting for.
One of these things we have to work with. Okay, but I'm gonna quickly scroll up and see what you guys said. The prediction side. Okay, here we are. We have. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna read that one because it's quite ridiculous. Dannon Smith, Mr. Cousin himself, saying 3-0 to
just
Ian.
Quickly, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, but I think he must run a free for all first. But Dannon saying 3-0 to Ian. Scarra saying 250 to 160 to Ian. I think that's quite. I think that will be quite close. I think that might just happen. Got to score those brownie points from Clint, says Ogeri. Natrix saying 250, 121 to Ian. I don't think it will be that big of a whitewash. Rocky saying Origin 3-0. Rocky saying the first HP is going to go 250 to 215 for his team, I might add. And still reading down, don't see anything.
If Ian do take a respawn, especially a hard point on London docks, I'll be very surprised. I'll be very surprised. My age is still going towards the boys from Ian there. I just think they're too strong rather when it comes to respawn, especially with their sub game.
Look at these bars again. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? And Keres has 100 meg fiber. For these that don't know, so I'm shocked.
Yeah, but Kerry also has 100 meg fiber, unfortunately.
Like, I don't know what. I'm just gonna leave. I don't know what to think at this point. But Lord Van D saying it's not about the FG being boring. The problem is that at any range the FG is OP. Outguns PPSH at close quarters. Well, some instance, yes, the FG will nail you close quarters. I just think, for my only,
that fire rate.
my opinion is, if you want to rather nerf the FG than just having a gentleman's agreement.
Yeah.
And obviously that doesn't come from us. That must come from Sledgehammer or whoever now it is again.
Definitely all.
It's difficult, but I just think for
all
us.
the pros are saying as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, all the pros are saying as well that the meta was fine before they slightly buffed the fire rates of the FG, and this was I think a few weeks ago, when it was mainly STG bar and an occasional FG, just for like those longer ranged engagements maps such as Ardennes or Gibraltar. That's when the FG was only pulled out. Now that the fire rate of the FG was buffed, I believe it was a few weeks ago. Now it is the only viable AR in my opinion, as one of the commenters did say that it's good at long, medium, and sometimes close range, which is very true.
Obviously, okay, if you're from South Africa, obviously most of you are. We've got a tournament in 2 weeks' time. I don't think changing the meta now is a very good idea. We can look after the major. Obviously, we can look after it, saying, okay, ban out this, gentleman agreement, that. But just to change out everything is a bit difficult, I would say. But like, if we can bring the FG to the same standard of the bar, with obviously more tweaks and nerfs and buffs and whatever, yeah, obviously it will be a good thing. But one thing I'm looking forward to, or I want to happen, is maybe buffing another SMG, because all we see is the PPSH, and I don't see people really having an argument about the PPSH, and it's the only SMG that people use. So there's another argument you can look at.
I just think that it's also like I just think that the PPSH in a sense is almost like it's not too overpowered and it's not too weak. Like, it works well for the role of a submachine gun player. And then I believe when that most recent patch came out, with all the buffs and the nerfs, I believe that the Tommy gun was buffed a little bit and players started using that here and there, but they weren't too satisfied with it, so they did go back to the PPSH. So it looks like the pros and a lot of the comp players are perfectly fine with how the SMGs stand right now. It would be nice to see another SMG thrown into the mix, and I guess that's why Sledgehammer did buff the Thompson a little bit and the Grease gun a little bit here and there, but the PPSH is still dominant when it comes to close, and I guess you could say that that medium range or range. And then just for being like that sub player, it does the job well. It does the job. It's not too overpowered. It's not too weak. It just it gets the job done. Now the ARs is, I don't know, weapon balancing in any game, I'm sure, is very difficult, and that's what Sledgehammer are trying to get perfect in this game, Call of Duty World War II, as we still progress through the season.
You know, I just wanted to make sure
Yeah.
you. Yeah, I can see Redham's clan tag saying
Yeah,
Brad.
yes. Hello, Red Miller Perez, you
Hello.
handsome man.
Yeah, I think we're still waiting for one. I think they chose Redham. Um, and everyone is here. Please, okay, yeah, we're jumping into it, ladies and gentlemen. At last, 45 minutes later, we're jumping into the first HP. That is London Docks. The hype is about to get underway, and Brad, as you said, we both think this will go to the likes of Ian. My prediction:
Definitely.
250 to 180, 190. Brad, yours?
Mm-hmm. I think Origin are going to pass that 200 point mark. I think it's going to be a little bit closer. I think I'm going to give them 250 to about 220 to 225. I think it's going to be a lot closer than what we're expecting. But if that were to happen, I would expect Origin to go big right off the break here. I don't want to see a whitewash right off the break here from Ian, as I just think that they are just going to have that edge in every single aspect. Just that slight edge. But
we can see Rob running the bar. Frosty's running the bar. Mickey, PPSH. 3 bars on the side of Ian. Kerry's bar.
Wow.
Kerry's PPSH. Flawless Waffle. Bar. Scorpio, PPSH.
Do you think that these players have actually agreed?
You think so?
Have actually decided to do the gentleman's agreement? I would assume so. I'm not seeing a single FG. I'm seeing 3 bars and 1 STG.
It's really strange to change the meta right now, but 2 down early for it is Origin. I must get used to saying Origin now, as they are a new organization in the Call of Duty scene, and first 7 points go to the side of Ian.
Right off the bat, as you can see there, yeah, and as you can see, every single player from the sides of Ian doing their job, getting the time, getting the kills, pushing out the spawns. But as of right now, the boys from Origin do have the next favorite spawns for that next hill, and Ian are gonna want to look to push through and get those spawns for the next hill, and that next hill is gonna be in the bottom right minimap, bottom right corner rather of your minimap, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, that player number 1, Frosty, is going to be playing for those spawns. And I think he is going to still hold it down for his team right now.
That's a huge skill for coming in from Frosty, both of them. But he's going to need some help. Is all Origin players
Frosty
pushing him, but
still
nailing them out. He's 125 points away from his first streaks. He does see one there in the likes of Jordan, Scorpio. Mickey will be pushing him. And then
this little kid is so good.
Frosty
is so good.
It's quite
a child prodigy ever since Black Ops 2. Ever since Black Ops 2. For the last 4 or 5 years, he's been absolutely insane. Along with his teammates, it's crazy. He's been the most consistent throughout his career, and it's a child prodigy.
He's really insane. But I don't think he's lost a LAN. Okay, well, excluding the minor LAN in 2 years maybe, because I know they were dominant in IW. The COD before this is gonna get the kill. Then no, he's killed off streaks, but now double digits now only come in from Origin there, as Kovs picks up 2, and Wolf, yes, he finds 1 as well. It is Mickey, Frosty. Mickey getting shaky shots there as Clanker gets him as well, and I think it's time to jump on board with Keres. He's 1 and 9, struggling at the moment. Let's see if he's 2 barring. No, he's not. He's 1 and 9. Let's stay on board with him and see if he can pick things up.
He needs to pick it up for his team there if they're going to have any chance in here. If the boys from Team Origin are going to have any chance in taking this map off Ian, they can't have any struggling players. And as of right now, like you said, Perez, he's 1 in 10 with no seconds in the hill. He's not having the best start to this first map here against Ian Dalray.
No, this is definitely not the start that you would want. But he definitely.
There you go.
That's better. He just needs help from his teammates, as it's Ian now with a 30-point lead, doubling their score at the moment. But we still don't see any FG, so it looks like they had a gentleman's agreement. I don't know in whose favor it will be. Yes, Kovs. Oh no, it's Kerry's. Sorry, this flippin'.
Finally picking it up.
Yeah, Kerry's picking up a nice 2 there. I do apologize. The podcaster really does flip out sometimes with who you spectating. As Kerry's almost picks up a double there.
But that's 3 down, and they do have the spawns. Origin do have the spawns for this next hill.
Yeah, it's all Origin now at this barrel building, as they holding off Ian. And let's jump on board with Kovs again. He has 2 streaks to work with.
Yeah, streaks actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
streaks. We missed that.
2
We missed
streaks.
that completely.
Oh, more.
That's 3 down. Origin. Origin actually picking it up right now, and they're holding down this beer hill very, very, very well, keeping the spawns and the hill intact. And they're going to be watching this little map as they know Ian are going to be pushing this middle gate area, and it's a 2v2 right now. But Origin is still with the spawns, and they're going to manage to hold down the final 20 seconds of that hill. And Ian are going to have the favorite spawns going into that final crane hill of the rotation, Dalray.
We can see Mickey is checking the dock side. Just making sure no one pushes through that side as 2 people fall from Ian. He's going to pick up 1. Will he find the second as well? I don't think so, but they do need to rotate. I jump on board with Kovs quick and see if Kovs can handle.
He's going to meet He's going to
Scorpio.
meet at least 1 player, and there's going to be a Scorpio, and they're going to be playing the sports. There's a big kill from the other side, and that's crazy with another.
Will he find the
Crazy actually bringing it back right now.
Waffle, that was really...
That's 4 down on the side of Origin.
That
and
was
they had the spawns. They had the spawns right off the break.
That was really important from Waffle, getting that trade on. It was Jordan there, as he gets the kill, and does look like it's picking up now from Origin. Keres is almost going positive, where he had a 1 and 9 start, so looking good from his side already.
Looking very good from his side, but as you can see right now, Origin did have the spawns, but now Frosty pushing through the back here by himself. He made a big play as in getting the spawns for his side and actually spawning out Team Origin. He does need some support from his teammates. He does drop to Clanko though in the hill there. Clanko is going to hold these final few seconds. Never mind, he does get dropped by Cobbs, and Cobbs is going to have the final 5 seconds there. As you can see, he still has his fighter pilots as well as his glide bomb going into these next few hills right now. And Dalray, after the first rotation, not too many points separating these 2 teams, but Origin's slightly taking that edge with right now 91 to about 110.
Yeah, the big thing for me, if you look at your top right hand side corner, and you look at the kills, Ian is outslaying at the moment, you could say, the likes of Origin, but looks like Origin is just have that edge with their plays at the moment, just trading off well and getting that time.
Definitely.
And it's not always that you see Waffle being the guy that's negative, but he gets turned on by Dreamsy there, as he's picking things up. And one thing for me to watch out for is just, you can see Dreamsy currently not the guy with the most heal time. You see Kovs with 45 seconds, so he's helping out where he can.
He's the AR player,
and he's an AR player. So that's a big thing coming from their side, as I think it's Dreamsy that's saying, listen, you come help me a bit more and heal, as it's all Origin at the moment. There's 4 people go down, and that's
all blue in the
huge.
kill fit. As you can see, Ian are going to be spawning out right in the top end side of your minimap right now, and Origin are going to have the spawns, they're going to have the heal, they're going to have everything. As you can see, the streaks are going to come out from Cobbs. He does manage to not pick up any players actually, but that's 2 kills going in the side of Ian. 2v2 right now, 2 players up from either side, and Ian are going to be in that hill. No, never mind, it's Origin. We're going to wait and see here. Origin still holding those spawns as well as the hill right now. Does get traded out, and looks like the final 20 seconds or so should go to Origin. If this player number 4 is going to be Dreams, he does manage to get a kill, and he does.
Clanko with 3! The man's going off. Is he going to find the 4th? No, he does not. Almost going on streaks there, but the rotation yet again very, very important. As team kill coming in there from Frosty. That might come in costly, but it's still Origin out quite far, so it won't make a big difference. But what was a 30-point lead for Ian has now turned over a 50-point lead for Origin.
Definitely, and as you can see, look at Kerez Dalray. He was 1 and 10 on by the 3rd hill of this. He's 24 and 21. He has turned it up. He now has the most kills in the lobby. Dalray, he was 1 and 10. He now has the most kills. I'm going to say it again. He's the most kills in the lobby. He's turned it around, and he's actually doing such a good job for his team right now. He almost has the most time as well in the lobby.
Yeah, he's doing it all for his team at the moment, and you can see in the scoreboard it does help out a lot when you got a guy just pitching up, as you saw there. Ian had a good start due to carriers going 1 and 10, and then picking things up where they now crossed the 200-point mark. 100 points behind is Ian.
100-point
what?
lead.
You would
I
not
see Dalray. I did not see this. I did not see this.
You would not have predicted
you
this.
You both said Ian.
And this is the thing. That's why I said gentleman's agreement. Okay, yeah, let's maybe do it. And I can tell you now, if people stuck to their guns saying, okay, we're gonna play like we usually did past 2, 3 or month, this might be a different ball game.
Frosty.
But Frosty on a
You
5
think so,
streak.
Dalray?
I really do think
Definitely,
so. I do
yeah.
think so. Just because they have to change things up now, like the bar. But the waffle on his left hand
I
side.
would honestly, I would say with the bar and SCG meta, I would say that I would prefer the players from EN more, as they are a little bit more aggressive, and an SCG and a bar are more aggressive ARs. I like in my generous opinion, that should be favoring the players from EN a little bit more, as Waffle is more of a slower paced AR, so he would be preferring ARs such as the FG a lot more.
Yeah.
Frosty, wow, he's picked it up right now.
Frosty 31 and 21. Currently
31 and
already,
21.
yeah, 31, 21 already rotated. I just want to jump on board with Clanko quick. He's neutral 25 all, and oh, did not spot Dreamsy there on his right, and we'll jump on board with Dreamsy as it is still.
Frosty's gonna be not Frosty. That's been play number 3. Cops
Yeah,
is gonna
Cops.
be engaging at least 2 players here. That's 2 dead. He does almost manage to pick up Clanko. Almost pick up. That's a big kill on Clanko. As you can see now, Origin are gonna have those close spawns, and the boys from EN are gonna be spawning, and that's on the left-hand lane of your mini map right now. And these boys from Origin are gonna look to break this hill and get any seconds out of this funny.
He has to do it all.
30 seconds on that
Streaks,
stop.
streaks does come
That's
in there
3.
from Frosty, and I do think they will be used. I think Kov's used already one of his streaks.
Derby is-
And oh, there comes one in
he
from
still doesn't know about
Frosty.
it.
We'll see if he can get Waffle in the
Waffle is
heel.
going to get taken out.
Yes, he does.
And the final
For
few
10 seconds,
are gonna
you-
go to the there
Would you,
go.
Brad? Would you say
I would
that?
say so.
Would you say so? Like that streak
I
was.
would say so. Just at this point in this map, because I mean, if you gave those 10, 11, 12 seconds to the side of Origin, they would be on 231, Dalray.
Yeah.
That is very close to the end, and I think at this point, being this far into the map, you can't be giving away scrap points like that. You can't. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. That's
Can't happen.
most definitely a streaks now coming from Frosty as Ian is trying to pull this back, and it's Origin at the stairs there as well as both sides of the stairs. That was great plays from their side, calling it out and saying,
Kov's gonna,
yeah, Kovs now as well.
and Kov's actually gonna use his streak as well. Using his streaks, he's gonna see if he can pick up a play. He doesn't manage to pick up one. Does see a second. Doesn't manage to pick that play up. But now, Dalray, 20 seconds left of this middle hill. Ian are going to have to push for the spawns of the next hill. They're gonna have to, because as of right now, Origin needs almost 10 seconds. Then they can test this.
They need, do they need to
Origin gonna win
contest?
it here. Origin gonna win it.
No, they
don't,
don't.
no,
They
never mind,
don't.
no.
The rotation
But
coming
Ian
in.
need those spawns.
Yeah, the rotation coming
Ian
in
need
now.
those spawns right now.
Scorpio at the back here. He's gonna go over for the rotation, but we'll jump on board with Frosty as he is
Origin
now.
need 2 points. Origin need 2 points here, Dalray. They need 2 points.
Yeah, literally just 2
Let's see
points.
what's gonna happen now.
Frosty moving out of the spawn of the head glitch there as he pushes up for spawn, and I don't think that was the right place from his side. It's behind, and that is it.
Origin gonna take it.
First HP going to going to Origin, and we all thought this is gonna be an EN map, but
Oh my word.
one player standing out for me is Keres. 2 minutes in heal. 33 and 32 going positive. We started off 1 and 10. What was this game? It
Fix it
totally
up.
changed things after there was no no FGs. Everyone
I
thought
did not
this
see
would
that
be an
coming.
EN map, but
I
Origin,
also thought this would be an EN map.
what a stun!
I did not see that coming. 250 to 208. I knew that it was going to be close, but I didn't know that it would swing to the side of the boys from Origin. Origin, ladies and gentlemen, Team Origin taking the first map 250 to 208 of this best of 5 series of first round of VS Gaming. Dalray, I did not see that coming. You and I did not see that coming
Not-
in this first map here,
Not,
London Docks.
not at all.
I'm
I
not
think
that
the only guy in the chat, obviously Rocky, the CEO of Origin in the chat, and he was the only one that was.
Rocky.
Yeah, Rocky. What? I just
So
changed the
funny.
podcast today again, and
Oh.
he's the only one that obviously probably said, okay, well, Origin's going to take this, and they did, and yes, it's.
very
I'm
surprised by that.
speechless. I'm
very
speechless.
surprised with that. I'm very surprised that well done to the boys of Origin for taking that map. Obviously, it wasn't an easy task. I believe that EN had the lead, I believe, from the first rotation, but then after that, it was just Team Origin. It was Carez's show. Carez
Yeah.
went off. He did all, like, majority of the work alongside, I believe it was, I think it was either Clanko or Scorpio. He also
Scorpio,
dropped about
yeah,
30,
Scorpio.
There you go. There you go. Another 35 kills from his side. But yeah, Carey's definitely picking it up, and I think that to me was the difference maker in that first map, Dalray.
Well, if you have just joined us, you missed the cracker. Origin took
Definitely.
the HP off Ian, that no one thought, but Rocky himself, of course. Now we're going to SND. Okay, our prediction the first map was totally wrong. Do you think we'll be wrong here as well? Where we said Origin might take this. Now we're going to throw it around saying, no, Ian might take this. I don't know, but
I'm gonna give it to Ian. I'm gonna give it to Ian.
Are you gonna
give it to Ian? I'm gonna give it to Ian this side. I'm gonna give it to Ian.
Okay, we'll give this one to Ian. We'll see what happens. But please leave your prediction in the chat as this game gets underway. But not anyone falling as of yet. And I think Ian is the team in control over this B side, and we'll see how the likes of Origin can break this. Big kill. Oh, that's three. Quick,
right off the break.
Quick 3 coming down there from Ian. I
1v4.
His carrier's gonna spot Frosty there. Frosty spots him, and that's all 4 down without a death from Ian. And that's the start you wanted from Ian.
Yeah, definitely. What I disagree about what Team Origin did over there is that they let the player on their side of their base push their gate entrance first, and I don't agree with that. In my opinion, it should either be a player on the flank or a player from that top balcony area, from that middle building, just baiting or just getting some sort of engagement to allow the players at both gate entrances just to be able to have that time just to push up onto the bomb side and retake it. As you can see on Saint Marie.
Ooh, Cobbs is he gonna get? Oh my! Everyone ran into the site, and it's Waffle all left alone.
That's how you're supposed to play, in my opinion. That's how you're supposed to play on Saint Marie. Search and destroy. It's so hard to retake this B bomb site if you have lost it. If you're on the defensive side, you want to try and win it over right off the break. And the same is if you're on the attacking side, 100%. You have to get controllers because it's so hard to break it if you don't have nades and your equipment.
I agree. I know. I said before we started off, this is probably Ian's best S&D map. I don't think I've seen them drop this once. So living up to that, they now probably gonna have a 2-round advantage. As Waffle's still putting shots around here. And Ian just playing it safe, not pushing in at all, and that's all Waffle could do. He could probably have just killed himself if he had a nade or something, but probably giving streaks there.
To go with this pistol, jumping around the corner with his machine pistol.
And it's
a mean character.
I would now like to start off with Kovs, as he's probably on his streaks. He's 4-0, has a defuse, I think it is. Or a plant, I think it was a plant. He is,
I think it's a plant.
Yeah, almost 250 points away. And we'll see.
You're gonna see a 4 stack from either side actually pushing
okay,
onto the side. And the whole
Ian,
Team Origin are going to be on that bomb side.
Yeah, Ian should know this now. Rotate. Obviously, everyone is at the B side, and that's exactly what they're doing. And that's really smart from Ian. And I want to jump on board with Scorpio there, because he's on top post office. And we'll see if he
and the boys from Team Origin should know that okay,
something is up.
Any action in this. Exactly, they're not seeing any action anywhere near this B side or that middle building, so they should be thinking, okay guys, let's go together and let's rotate to this A bomb side. But obviously now the bomb is down, so that they know there's going to be players from that Ian side on that A bomb side, and they're going to be set up ready to defend this bomb side. And we're going to have to see how this unfolds. Dalray, going to see who's going to get in this first engagement.
Clanko might get sights on Mickey here. He
does
spot Mickey. Come on, he's from the back. And number 4 being Dreams. He will now see Waffle. He just puts shots in there, try and gets out, but Clanko on the side there as well. All up to Kovs now, 14 seconds to work with. He needs to get 2 kills. He finds Waffle now, he needs to push up. He's gonna get the defuse!
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know. You need to get shots down. Did he get it? Yes. I think.
He managed to pick up the player.
Yeah, he did. Wow. He did manage to pick up the player.
How close was Clanko to that defuse? That's what I want to know.
I
want to know how close Clanko was to that defuse.
Yeah, I think that was literally split seconds. But Kovs Robbie 7-0, and he's all streaked out probably. Let's jump on board with him. Yes. Oh no, almost. He's 20. He's an assist off being all streaked out, and this is problems for the likes of Origin as they 3-0 down, and it's already Rob pushed up all the way. And I think it's already Origin needs to just leave this. As Robbie pushes out, he gets it and all streaked out. And that's exactly what you wanted.
2v3 situation, definitely. 2v3 situation right now. Kerez and Waffle being the only two remaining for the guys from Origin. Kerez 0-3, Waffle 1-3. Not in the best position right now, especially with Ian having that numbers advantage. But silver lining, they do have that bomb and they do have control of the A-bomb sites. But Kerez did manage to see a wild Cobs middle map there in the middle lane. He does challenge him, and they're just gonna. It looks like Team Origin are just playing for a pick here, just to even out the numbers. That looks like that's exactly what they're doing.
I do think Ian is nicely set up here. Kerez starting horribly again, as he did in the HP. Hopefully pick things up as Frosty picks up Waffle, and it's all up to Kerez, and it's always up to one person to get it. Is he gonna pick up? Almost. No, someone's gonna come from behind as Kerez picks up Frosty. There's no way he does this. 14 seconds to do it. Nope.
No ways. Definitely not.
And that's another round. Another round to Ian. 4-0.
That's 4-0.
Yeah, it's a perfect start for Ian and a perfect start for Rob, as he's 9-0, currently unstoppable. And they do need to stop this as Origin immediately before they get a whitewash 6-0.
Yeah, the boys from the side of Ian can definitely thank Rob for the scoreline. Him being 9-0, not a single death to his name, and his teammates not even close by. All of them are about 2-3 kills right now. So Rob definitely doing the most for his team right now.
Yeah, just looking at the Skycam, a new feature to the podcast. There's two players now from Team Kill there from Waffle. Comes down to probably communication, I would say. But Waffle now puts in his there with Dreamsy. But Dreamsy picks him up as well. And it's left with 2v2 streaks coming in there from Rob. Almost picks up Kerez as Kerez plays the nice corner here. And we'll see if he can pick it up. Where is Scorpio? He's on the top. He will spot Dreamsy, does get the kill. And it's all up to Kovs. Kovs, is he going to pick Kerez? Nope. And Rob's first death in 5 rounds. And eventually falls to the hands of Kerez, and Origin gets their first round.
Definitely Rob's first death, and it leads to the first round win for the boys from the side of Origin. And also, I'd just like to point out that Cobbs or Robbie used one of his score streaks, and unfortunately it didn't end up in them winning a round. So maybe not the best usage, maybe the wrong time to use it or such. What do you think, Dalray?
Well, probably you could say they wanted to finish it and get over it, and I know that's probably how Rob is. Let's get this over and done with and finish it right here. But unfortunately it didn't work out that way, and I'm quite look at that knowledge. Yeah, I'm quite I was wondering why go to A if they know Rob has streaks. And you could say we know Ian can get down to B quicker than they can get to B. So another streak wasted. You wasted actually there from Rob, as he doesn't pick up anyone, and they need to set up now. Is Ian to get a pick, as Frosty was the first one to fall. First blood does go to the likes of Ian.
Definitely, we're gonna have to see now. We're gonna have to see a retake from the side of Ian, as the boys from Origin right now very well set up. We're gonna see the first engagement from Clanko, and that's gonna be Clanko and Mickey right now. They're gonna be playing ring around the rosy here. Clanko not managing to pick up Mickey. It's a big kill, but it is eventually traded out. Still, numbers advantage to the likes of Origin right now. And Bob's managed to pick up another 2. Almost a 2v3. Almost managed to pick that up. Dreamsy 1v2 situation does have that bar. 10 seconds.
No, I think that's
he's lost this. This is not gonna amount to around to Team Origin. Dreamsy's gonna play his life and opt not to die. He is eventually gonna get shot in the back. The challenge in the back by Kerez. He does manage to drop by Kerez. And that's the second round. That's 2 rounds in a row.
That's 2 rounds Ian has lost, while a score streaks was used in each of them. So unfortunately things not going their way with the score streaks. But it was well played from Origin, you could say.
I just think that it could be just a little bit more communication or just a little bit more knowledge, because in that last round there, the voice from Ian did push up onto that B bomb side, didn't get into any engagement, and then Rob immediately puts down his artillery onto that opposite A bomb side, which was it was a good play because he knew that the other players were going to be on that other side. But then does get dropped. That's a double nade from Mickey.
Oh, that's really unfortunate. They're coming in from
third dead.
Mickey, and all up to Scorpio. Gets out with his life for now.
Definitely. But bomb is down, 1v4, 35 seconds left. The whole of the Ian side do know where he is. Is he going to manage to pick up Frosty? Does eventually drop to Frosty, and that's 5-2 map points to the likes of Ian right now.
That's quite unfortunate there for Origin, I might add. Not always that you get the 2-piece, but well played from Ian, getting those nades over and taking care of business. Now Ian is 1 round away from taking this S&D and equaling the series to 1 apiece. But they still need to get that one, as I think we'll jump on board with Kovs. He still has that fighter pilot to work with. And we'll see what Origin opts to do. As yet again, it's Kovs taking control over B side.
Looks like the boys from Origin are just going to play it slow and just play for a pick. As I'm sure that they do know that Robbie is still, still has a streak in hand. That's going to be a fighter. And
that's first blood again.
Going to the side of Ian right now, and that's it looks like a hard task, and you're going to see Robbie calling in his fighter pilot. Calling his fighter pilot, but I believe the whole of Team Origin are going to have their bouncing crosses in hand. Robbie not going to be able to do anything with that fighter pilot. 2v3 right now, 1v3.
Yeah, and that's it.
That's map. That's map right there. 6 quick and easy round for Ian. No members drop, I think, except for Frosty. But that was a very well dominated map from the sides of Ian. I didn't. I think both of us said that the first hard point would go to the sides of Ian. Yeah. And the first S&D would go to
Origin. And it was just totally swapped.
Our predictions were completely. They were completely teared apart and thrown to the nearest dustbin. And we look like fools, Dare.
Fools we do look like, but one fool definitely not is Rob. 11 and 2, the carry of Ian in that S&D. You could say Mickey brought his part as well with 9 and 3. Just complete dominance, I could add, from Ian. Origin probably saw, listen here guys, we can't get that B side, as Ian just gets in there too quick. It was Rob with his airborne class that gets there too quick, and he just took control. And Origin went to A a couple of times, got the 2 rounds, and then last round they said, okay, well guys, let's just put our money on B. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, and it goes to Ian 6-2, and the series count now is 1-1. And if you have just joined us, yes, the first map was London Docks hardpoint, went to the side of Origin, quite surprisingly. Well, surprisingly to me and Brad, obviously. And then Ian takes the S&D. And I'll quickly bring up the maps for you guys again so you can just see it. We're going to have another London Docks on the CTF. And then we will get another hard point on Ardennes Forest. That's going to be quite interesting to see how the bars play out. And then if it goes the distance, we'll go to S&D London Docks again. So 3 London Docks, 1 St. Marie, and 1 Ardennes Forest. But this London Docks CTF, Brad, we saw the first HP. Ian was slaying out at the start. Carriers had a slow start. They came back and they took the map. Do you think Ian's going to have more dominance in CTF?
I would say so. Just because I believe that, like, well, at least in the COD community, most, if not all players in this community are going to be grinding the absolute crap out of hardpoint, and then when it comes to modes such as Search and Destroy and the CTF, players don't seem to be scrimming it or playing it too much. And then I just think also when it comes to a little bit more experience, it's teams with more experience are going to be winning those S&D games and those CTF games and such, and that's why I think that this map here is going to go to the likes of Ian.
Yeah, I might just agree with you there. I see the meta here now is 1 AR and 3 PPSHs to each side. Oh, it's Frosty that was. It was not Kovs, as the Codcaster is glitching here again. As Frosty picks up 2 and Kovs picks up 1. I think this,
to Ian.
Yeah,
and they have all the map control that they need. They have all the map control that they need, and now they just get the picks on these Team Origin players right off spawn. Team Origin was going to be posted up and ready to defend their flag. Clank could pick up 2 defensive kills. Big plays on his part. Now he's probably going to get traded out in the back. He does manage to do it. Last play up is Frosty. He is going to get any second. Doesn't manage to actually. Ooh,
Yes.
getting a big kill.
Turns and burns with the drop shot.
Woo.
That was hot.
was nasty.
That was hot. But that was a hold off
nasty.
there from Origin. Jump on board with Mickey. He is pushed up still, but Clanko takes care of him. And that's a good hold from Origin, keeping Ian out there. And we'll see now if they can counter that and push up themselves as Origin. As we're on board with Keres with his PPSH, probably going to go to the gates here. And see if he can pick up one. Clanko, his teammate, is there. Dreams he will now be met by 2 people as he gets traded out. Mickey, gets the kill there on Keres. So that was a crucial kill. And that all looks all squared at the moment, but the players going down from Origin. It's Ian pushing up again.
Ian again with that map control. It just seems that like whenever either team are just at that mid-map point, Ian are just getting those last and final picks just to be able to push up into the opposing base, and that's happened 2 or 3 times now. And you can see it.
Mickey almost trying that again.
As I say that Origin are going to be pushing up into the base of Ian. Pen number 8, that's going to be Clanko pushed up. He does manage to fall, and that's 2 kills on the side of Ian. Make that. Never mind. Keres actually does manage to pick up a kill and maintain map control for his team. Does eventually drop though, so there again, map control to the side of Ian, and they're going to be making a push here onto the base of Team Origin. Let's see if this results in a flagpole. Frosty picking up the first kill onto Waffle. Let's see, he does manage to pick up the second.
Team kill.
4v2 right now, team kill, and that's flagpole.
Yeah, and that's a cap.
That should
be a cap.
Unless player number 6 can make a miraculous
no,
play.
why?
Pick up the flag carrier.
Why did he go that way around? I'm like quite so. Oh, and the nade comes in there from Jordan, so that comes in clutch, and that's a return.
Will there be a flag return? Oh, that's streaks. Almost flag return.
Is he gonna get the flag? Yes, he does. On his right.
That is
he needs to dive. Yes, and the cap, and he gets the kill. That was huge plays. I really thought that the return would come in there, but huge plays from Ian as they do get the cap. Frosty 12 and 3, currently just slaying out with the bar. I think he's playing. Yes, he's playing with the bar.
Definitely. I think he swapped up between the bar and his PPSH a few times. I did see him use a PPSH in his last live, but I was actually opting to pull out a glide up just to get that map control and pick up these Team Origin players or spawn. He does manage to pick up 1. So, okay, cool. Advanced on to Ian. They did opt to pull out the flag, and the player is dropped. Frosty 1v1 right now to pull out the flag. He does manage to pick up the player. He's going to opt to pull this flag. Will he? He does. Yes, he does opt to pull this flag. Team Origin right now spawning in that docks area. Yes, going to be supported by player number 2. That's going to be Mickey. That flag is going to be returned from the side of Origin.
That was huge plays there from Clanko. And it's still Mickey up here with Kovs as Waffle comes from behind. Does eventually pick up Mickey there. Will he get the 3rd? No, unfortunately not. But it's still a 1 cap advantage for Ian as Origin now is trying to push up. And we'll jump on board with Keres as he is furthest up with his teammate Clanko. And we'll see if they can get anything done as Mickey picks up 1. And that might just keep Keres just pushed back as he's waiting for more help from his teammates.
Picking up two kills, Keres with 2 kills. That's 3 down
Frosty all up.
Of Team Origin right now.
Frosty only 1 up, and that's 3. He gets the flag.
That should be a flag cap.
Yeah, and that should be a flag cap. And that's huge plays coming in from Keres for a streak, and will be streaked out with a fighter pilot and a glide bomb, almost with his artillery strike it is. Great plays. Great plays from him.
Yeah, that's a mortar strike actually.
Mortar strike, sorry.
Car bomb.
Car
Hashtag
bomb.
optic van going big for the squad.
Yes,
and that's 4 down, but that's not going to be. There's not going to be.
What?
Dalray. Ooh, my mic just unmute there. First off, Dalray. 1-1. 1-1. Ian and Team Origin. Very close, very close. I believe the only time that Origin did score was on their first push into the Ian base, and it did result in a cap. It did result in a cap, so
that was absolutely well played from Keres. Had to pick up 2 kills, then get the 3rd on Frosty to eventually pull the flag, and then has a clear run right through. We'll stick on board with him as he is Oh, he did die, I think. Yes, he did die there. But if you look at the scoreboard, yet again, Frosty 18 and 6. Heavily
19 and 6, 4 kill streak.
Yeah, 19 and 6. Ian is slaying out, but score still one apiece. And he's further pushed up again. We'll see if he can do.
Out his streaks right now.
Gets one. Will he get another? Yes, Mickey is there to help. Waffle is at the back there. Frosty will push him, but needs to. Oh my goodness! He gets out the secondary and cleans out Waffle. And smoke coming in there. I think, does he know Keres?
Keres is gonna manage to pick up that flag carrier. The flag is still up though, and that should result in a capture right now. Yes,
that is a capture.
Advantage to the side of Ian right now, and
once again
going to be reset.
Once again, huge plays from Frosty. 21 and 7. Dreamsy 5 and 12. Yes, he needs to pick things up ASAP. You don't want Origin to start gunning out and stopping the likes of Frosty, because it will become a big problem if that does happen. But Brad, it's still so close, even with Frosty 22 and 7.
Still so close. I'm just seeing kills being traded out left, right, and center by both teams. The gunfights are so even right now. Well, except if you're Frosty being flipping 22 and 8, winning almost, you know, all of his gunfights right now, and the streaks are going to come out. That's going to be Keres with actually some streaks. Going to be using that as an attacking option right now.
Rob
and
gets a second. Streaks.
There you go.
There's streaks in the middle. Keres can't move.
From Frosty actually.
Yeah, Keres can't move. He will be taken out if he moves any further. But play number 6.
And the whole of Ian.
Yeah, whole of Ian.
The whole of Ian pushing through that right alley to get into the base of Origin, and they are losing a few gunfights. That's a cap. That's 2-2. As you said, it's very close, and right there, it's a counter cap right there. Also, with the use of Frosty's artillery barrage in the middle of the map there, Keres, he was by himself in the base of Ian.
He's yet again on streaks. Yet again on a 4 streaks. Has 2 caps. He's literally doing it all for his team, and just unfortunately gets taken off his artillery strike there. But that was really, really big from his side yet again. It's Origin is really, really impressing me at the moment.
Yeah, I'm very surprised that the maps are this close. Obviously, like besides the search and destroy map, HP very close, and ultimately Origin taking it. 2 minutes left here into the second half of this capture the flag map 3. It's tied at 2-2. I didn't see this coming. I knew that it was going to be close, but this is very, very, very close. I thought that Ian were gonna maintain a good lead in caps and such, but right now it's quite even. It's quite even. I'm seeing a fair amount of trading of the kills and the kill feed and such, and yeah, I'm impressed with the boys from Team Origin.
It's Dreams he pushed up here. He's 8 and 16 needs to pick things up, as he is double negative, and Kovs is there to help him out, and they'll see now if they can pull the flag. Nope, he does not get the flag, but still, Rob is at the back here.
From the boys of Origin. Keres going big for his squad, getting the return, picking up 2 kills and getting the return. Will he manage to pick up a third?
Nope.
He doesn't manage to pick up and that's a flag kill as well. Team number 7, that's Scorpio picking up the flag carrier, and the flag is then returned. The most pushed up player right now is going to be Robbie or Cobbs, just playing that corner.
And his streaks.
Almost on the flag. And his streaks, yeah, exactly. He needs to play those streaks. One more, he does get shot in the back.
That's
he does manage to pick up streaks there. He does eventually get traded. That was his
team kill.
That was Mickey with a team kill. That was Mickey with a team kill.
Oh no! Oh, Keres!
Keres!
What?
Keres going off once more, getting with all these 2 pieces coming out of Keres.
Yeah, I know.
In the best situation possible. He's going big for a squad. Will he manage to pick up any kills with his?
Oh, he picks up a team kill. Another team kill.
All these team kills. My word.
It's insane.
Kills going the side of Ian right now.
Oh my goodness. Can Keres be stopped at the moment? Oh my word, as he's now going to take the flag. Smoke is there. Mickey.
He does obviously drop.
Mickey, fortunately, there just to stop him. But
another team kill with streaks. Another team kill with streaks.
What is going on here? Hey, that's my line.
These gentlemen, whether it be Krobs, Keres, everybody needs to go back into the headquarters and go to that score streak training. This is ridiculous. This should not be happening. This should not be happening, dog. Team kills.
This should not be happening. I can see Maniac saying it's Ian versus Keres, and that's exactly what it looked like. Yeah, Keres is making the plays of his life. He's playing out of his boots, and that's what you need from every single player in your team. And I can tell you now, if everyone brings their side, Ian, I mean Origin can run away with things, as it is only Frosty that currently has more kills than Keres, and we'll see if he can do anything else. Then Slay out, he gets another kill there, and it is overtime, so we'll see if Origin can do anything. Frost, he did see Covs.
The last player up for Ian is going to be Mickey. He's been playing in this fight. Does manage to pick up one. Now his position is noted by the players from
Mickey on a 4-streak.
Origin is able to pick up Klanko. He's going to be waiting for his teammates. They're going to be waiting for support from his teammates in this fire building. Team Origin are aware of his position right now. They're just trying to play these corners very carefully.
Ooh.
Mickey does manage to pick up Scorpio. Mickey on a 5-kill streak.
Origin! Oh no! Klanko timed out!
Klanko timing out!
Oh no!
Klanko timing out! Oh no!
Oh no!
Huge! Oh no!
Oh!
Yo, that's detrimental. But Waffle going big on the defensive end over here.
They just need to hold
Waffle
out.
going big.
All they need to do is hold out as long as they can. Oh, as
And
I
don't think that the Klanko will be able to join because he'll get the notification that
the match almost done.
The game will end soon.
Yeah,
Oh no!
If Origin can pull up a cap here, it would be insane. But
It'll be insane.
like as I mentioned earlier, ladies and gentlemen, it is an online tournament, and unfortunately we can't control internet and telecom and whatever's going on.
That's so disappointing.
Oh my word! And that's huge. But still, Origin.
Big kills not coming out. Origin. That's 3 dead in Origin's favor. What is going on? Mickey being lost alive. He's met. Will he die? Will he eventually get picked up? I think he will. He will. That's
Origin is doing a great job. Yeah, Origin is doing a
great job. This is very impressive.
Listen here, Origin don't need a 4th. Let them play 3v4s. Look at them.
This is what they need. But he managed to pick up Frosty. He does drop to Frosty.
Now it's 3 down.
Advantage to Ian. Now it's 3 down. Not 4 down. That's 3 down, meaning the whole team. Now, as Klanko unfortunately did time out a minute or two ago, so the smokes are coming out for the side of Ian, and gonna see them opting to pull the flag. Definitely being supported by his teammates. Does drop to Waffle. Waffle with a lot of defensive kills. Eventually traded out.
That should be a cap. That's a cap.
And that's a cap. Origin still. That's very disappointing, but Origin will still have 2 minutes and about 30 seconds. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to make a move and eventually get that cap, but Dalway, with the 3v4 situation, that's very disappointing. And
I'm gonna try my best to get him in here, but he's on his Origin Klanko account, invite to game. I'm gonna try my best to get him in here as quick as possible. Yeah, I don't know if it's possible. We'll try, but
I don't think you can.
Man,
that's 3 down and that's a cap already.
Yeah,
that's a cap already. That should be game. That's map. That's so disappointing.
That's unfortunate, and that's games. That's the game, ladies and gentlemen.
That's game.
Unforeseen.
That's an online COD. Unfortunately works, and we're gonna see map 3, London Docks Hardpoint going to the side of Ian, and that is going to be map advantage now in the series. 2-1 to the boys from Ian right now. Ian obviously picking up that search and destroy, and now the CTF and Origin picking up that first hard points. And now we're going to be going into map 4, Ardennes Forest. And Ardennes Forest. That's so disappointing, Dalray. That's so disappointing.
Oh yeah, like obviously we would like to see a nice competitive match like that was before Klanko unfortunately timed out, and things could have gone totally totally different if it was still there, but damn, it's not a good sight to see, and rules do state if the game has started and someone has gotten a kill already, or we are 30 seconds already into the game, we can't stop it. So well done to Ian, take nothing away from them. If I bring up the scoreboard, it was still Frosty there, 28 and 16, still doing everything for his team. Mickey there's Walp going positive, Cobbs going positive.
Frosty's first half to that map was absolutely insane. I believe he was 22 and 7 at some point. That is crazy. That is crazy numbers. So in the first half it was all Frosty, and then in about the second half is where the Team Origin boys actually started lighting up, and Frosty actually started slowing down. So that's when it became a little bit more entertaining to watch and a lot more closer. But then unfortunately, in the first few seconds of that overtime, Clanko does timeouts, and unfortunately we can't end the game. We have to play on. Yes, I'm in Carcaster. Okay, cool. Let's go. So leading into this Arden's Forest map for hard points.
Now,
what do you think would happen in this map?
If no one times out, I do think this will go to Ian. If no one times, that is a big factor.
We forgot that it's online COD. It's online COD in South Africa. That is a factor.
Yep.
We forgot about that.
I do think this will go to Ian. I think Dreamsy will be picking up his game a bit. I don't think he played before they started to play this match, to warm up and whatever. So I do think he's now warmed up and got his groove. I do think he's gonna turn around and go positive or have big plays. I just don't want to see a timeout. It's gonna be close. I know it's gonna be close, but I'm giving the edge to Ian. If Origin can take this, I'm gonna be so impressed. But I would love to see a map 5, obviously. So I'm rooting for Origin on this one, but my head is telling me, listen here, I think Ian's might just gonna take this.
I think seeing Frosty with the bar is a little bit of a scary sight. He's going to be holding down middle map for his boys right now. And also Dalray, again, I'm not seeing any FG. So on a map like Arden's, an FG is going to be the perfect option. But these players, obviously being some of the top players in SA, are going to actually, in my opinion, I'm pretty sure that they went towards the gentleman's agreement of not using that FG.
Yeah, like, if you guys didn't know why is the FG not in anyone's hand, 4 down there from Ian. Good job from Origin so far. As no points yet on the board for Ian. But if you're wondering why is no one using the FG, they're having a gentleman's agreement not to use the FG or dual list pistols or all those other nonsense. So definitely working
Clanko with streaks.
Clanko on streaks. Let me jump on board with him.
Clanko on streaks.
Yeah, he's got his fighter pilot and glide bomb still slaying out. I think he's quite pissed off that he timed out from this previous map. Now he's just going all crazy on the likes of Ian.
He's gonna manage to pick up a player middle map. He's still alive. He's gonna be 25 points off at that artillery barrage. Will he manage to pick it up? He just needs to play.
Yes.
Assist. There you go. Perfect. Full streaks does fall to Mickey eventually. I'm gonna see, will he opt to use his streaks to break this? No, he doesn't. His teammates eventually do break the hill and get those points. Right now, second hill off the bat. Origin leading 55 points to about 10 from Ian, and we're going to see the kills going to the side of Ian right now. And as I say that, it's going to be traded out. And Dreamsy in the hill on a 2-kill streak. Double nade coming from Waffle right now. Going to be able to pick up the scraps, the final 15 seconds of that hill. And right now, if I'm Origin, I would be wanting to push down that middle lane or push the teammate along that left or that bottom side lane of your minimap right now and try to obtain those spawns for the next bunk hill. As Dalray, this next hill is a money hill.
Yeah,
it is a money hill. It's so hard to break.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's your only hill that is covered from any side with score streaks, regarding score streaks. So it's a very, very good hill. You can get most of the time on this hill as Frosty picks up Waffle there. And Keres is coming from the front, picks up Mickey. And in control Origin again. They're doing what needs to be done. Keres is definitely the MVP so far for me. As he picks up one, is he going to get the second? No, he does not. But Clanko, Clanko 10 and 4. And still the hill is in the hands of Origin. And as I say that, it is Ian now taking control yet again. But 15 seconds left, and the rotation looks like, I think Ian has rotation down. So they at the advantage just yet. And I can see player number 4, Dreams. I hate it when this Godcaster switches out like this. You don't know who you on. But player number 8, Clanko in the hill, still has the streaks to work with. And it's Origin currently running away with things.
And right now they are in possession of the hill. Kills going all the way to the side of the Clanko with a big 2-piece, and but Ian still spawning on the far end right hand side of your minimap, and those are going to be the preferred spawns for this hill. Obviously Origin spawning on the far left hand side of your minimap, spawning very far away from this hill. But Origin still very close, and Klanko keeping them alive, 15-7 on a 2-kill streak, getting his 3rd kill of his life.
Oh my.
Another one there. Klanko going massive, 17-8.
I think
17 and 8
Klanko
with the
definitely put
submachine
his
gun.
router on boost mode, because I don't think he's gonna leave this
The
lobby
Night Talk
anytime.
came out.
Um,
The
that-
Night Talk is out.
Ian,
Sorry, the
Ian
Night Talk
is
out.
praying that his internet disconnects him or something. Yes, as Waffle guns.
Waffle
Oh, that
does
was
streaks.
it was Cole's,
Waffle does
sorry.
have streaks.
Cole's guns.
And
2
Dalray-
off streaks there.
Dalray, off this first rotation, 122 to 37
Seven.
in the favor of Team Origin, and it's 4 down again for Team Origin. Almost a
It's-
100-point lead. I didn't see this happening.
At
Origin
all.
have come out to play in the hard points. The hard points is Origin's game mode, and this is insane. I didn't see this coming.
You would never guess that Ian would drop their respawns and then win the
Again, all the
SNDs.
kills against the side of
Like,
Origin.
what?
Definitely.
I don't know. These guys have not, like I can tell you, these guys or Origin have not been scrimming as much as Ian or the Ventus or the White Rabbits or all those teams. They look good.
All I'm seeing is blue in the kill feed, Dalray. All I'm seeing is blue. All I'm seeing is blue. Every single player from the side of Origin are positive right now. And I'm seeing every single player from the side
Look,
of Ian
look
negative.
at Frosty. Frosty,
Look at the
8,
scoreboard.
8 and 16. He's double negative.
8 and 16.
You would not see
Double
this
negative.
from him at all. As
Definitely not.
oh my word, he was the carry and all the game modes for Ian. Now he's getting gunned. Like
Right
Rocky
now,
in the chat
Frosty-
saying, "Let's go." I'm like, dude, your team is. Damn,
Stunning.
I'm speechless.
Look at this team. 183 right now to 48 points, Dalray. Again, 4 dead for Team Origin. This map is running away to the side of Origin. It's almost a 200-point lead right now. Origin are about to pass 200 points in this hard points, and Energy eSports, I'm going to say this again, Energy eSports have not even passed 50, Dalray.
It's
Not even past 50. This Team Origin side have come to play in the hard points game. The
that
hard point game is looking
that is
unparalleled
that
right
is
now.
for sure. And now the rotation will go to the bunker hill again. But oh my word, look at the score. And if you're new to Call of Duty and you've just joined us, Energy eSports. Oh,
Ooh,
Frosty with
the
3.
threes.
Frosty with 3. They unfortunately didn't catch it, but if you're new to Call of Duty, Energy eSports is your top Call of Duty team. Currently and for the past
By miles,
year,
yes.
2 years, you could say, not losing any lands in IW. And look what Origin eSports is currently doing to them. It's insane.
Silver lining though, they have not dropped a second of this bunk hill as they were set up very well, and the boys from Origin are going to look to break this and possibly hold some of the scrap time here and then take it to that next hill. Origin Klanko with 2 and Carez following up with a 3rd right now. You're going to see 2 players from Ian trying to contest this, and it's 3 dead on the favor of Ian, and the boys from
Four.
Origin are going to look to rotate
Dreamsy.
to this final hill of this rotation and
Oh,
ultimately closing
Gary's.
up right here, right now, before Ian can get a foothold right now. And all kills are going to the sides of Origin and Carez.
What is
Carez
this?
Playing so well, he's playing out of his mind.
He's playing
Look at
out.
Waffle. And
Look
Klanko.
at Klanko, 32
12 and 16.
and 16. It's huge. Plays Waffle with 2 there, and it's oh my. I don't know what to
Klanko is
say.
shooting cross map on Orange with the sub, with the PPSH, Dalray. This is insane. And 230 to 97 right now. Origin in possession of that hill.
It's over.
Now Ian.
There's no way Ian can take this away from Origin. I must say, look at Waffle, 31 and 18, checking the angles. He's got it. The team kill coming in from Mickey. If things can't go any worse, and 36 and 19 for Klanko as well. Klanko and Waffle is playing out of their minds, as now only Ian crosses the 100-point mark, where Origin is 10 points away. Ian, if they turn this around, it will be something I've never seen in my life, but I don't think
Something out of dreams.
out of dreams, I'm telling you.
But again, if there's any team that could make this comeback in South Africa, it would
Oh,
be
yes.
Ian. Will be in, but is it too late now, Dalra? As we can see, Origin 240, 10 points away from that victory on map 4, whereas EN are only halfway to their points right now. It's 120, 121, 122. But Frosty managing to pick up a fighter pilot. Will that do the difference in this map right now? Right now, EN are in control. They are getting the kills.
The big thing for me now is rotation. How early does EN? Oh no! They need to contest. They need to contest as soon as possible, and that's over. That's over.
That's game. That'll be game.
Oh my! Origin
came out to play in this match. That was so lopsided.
I'm telling you, Origin was pissed because Clanker timed out. Then Clanker came back saying, listen here, my router is now on boost mode. 41 and 22 with a minute and 30 almost in hill. The man played out of his boots. And then you've got Waffle dropping 30s as well. You got carriers. Well, oh my. There was no better game than this HP we just saw from Origin.
Clanker dropped 41 kills on Ardennes Forest, primarily an AR dominated map. He dropped 41 kills with a PPSH, Dalray. 41 kills, he had the second least deaths. Scorpio getting 21 deaths, Clanker getting 22. He played sub that entire map and he dropped 41 kills. That is insane. Those are numbers that are...
Yeah, if this is not a sign for Ian to say, listen here, guys, we actually need to scrim more, then I don't know what is. But we're now jumping into a map 5, London Docks SND. Oh my!
Oh, let's go. It's going the
distance. Brad, we predicted a 3031 to Ian. What is happening?
Origin came to play and they have shut our mouths down. They have slapped us in the face and said, nah, we are taking this to map 5. And I'm so happy actually that it's gone to map 5.
I wanted
this to go to distance, but I didn't see it.
I said this in the beginning of the year, or the beginning of the season for World War II, that I don't think when it comes to players with skill, or gun skill obviously, you can't look any further than Adam. Clanko, Origin Clanko. The man, like, he's a machine. He probably plays less than Scorpio, and he plays less than anyone in this lobby, but Rob, of course, because Cobbs likes his CSGO. But, but Clanko, oh my word, this guy's a beast. And just to think, BVD had him, and BVD dropped him. What? How did you... How?
Some of that's some of the events and some of the drama that does happen amongst us in COD ZA with the roster changes, but right now you're going to see at the first round of this map 5, Origin are going to be pushed up onto this B-bomb side. Kills are going to be traded out right off the bat, and engagements are coming in left, right, and center.
1v1
right off the bat. Those engagements 1v1. The players are aware of their.
Oh, Waffle
managing to gun Mickey with his STG.
Waffle putting on his. Yeah, Waffle putting on his jetpacks and jumping right. Yeah, like a true jetpacker. And takes the first round. I'm really, like, I'm still speechless.
I'm very impressed.
I'm
very
still
impressed
speechless
by this Origin side. I'm very impressed.
Oh.
I'm very impressed with these boys.
Wow.
Get a glass of water, Dalra. It's going to be a long S&D. It's going to be a long S&D.
It for sure is. And I just want to stay on board with Clanker. The man is first blood coming in there from Waffle. And
Waffle doing really well with that STG actually. Doing very well with that STG.
I want to see what Mickey's still sitting at the back here. Oh, number 1, Frosty with the flank.
It does manage to pick a flank on the flank.
But gets traded out.
And you're going to see the whole of the Origin side going to be controlling that B bomb side on the right hand side of your minimap right now.
What shots coming in there?
It's a 2v2 situation. 2v2 right now, and the player on the flank, that's going to be Mickey on the flank right now. It's going to manage to pick up Scorpio. 1v2 now. 4 carriers. He does know that there's going to be a player coming from minimap through that gate area. He does manage to tag him up. He is aware a player going to push him. He does get traded out by Mickey.
Mickey, that was...
3-kill streak, and he's going to take that defuse right now. He's going to be ever so close to that fighter pilot.
That was huge coming in from Mickey, picking up 3 that round, and then getting the defuse here as well. So that was well played from Ian, as they were a man down with Waffle getting that first blood. So good retake on that round for them, as it's now 1 apiece. And I'm quickly going to tell you guys, if you've missed it, it's 2 apiece in the series. Both HPs went to Origin, and the SND and the CTF went to Ian. CTF could have gone to Origin, but did not, as Clanko timed out. But Clanko does redeem himself with a nade there, and
1v4.
Cobbs, the only one left alive.
Definitely. Looks like an easy round for the side of Origin. Looks like every single there you go, and then eventually drops. It looks like every single defensive round so far on this map 5 London Docks Search and Destroy has been won, as you can see. Every single defensive round. So it looks like every team defending or setting up on their defending rounds very well, and then ultimately just taking the round. And it looks like no players are going to be close to this. I think Clanko, I believe, right now is on a 2-kill streak, and Origin are going to be on that attacking side right now. Let's see if they opt to go back to their B side. It looks like they're going to be pushing middle map with the bomb. I think this is ultimately going to go to the A bomb side. Yeah, I think they're just going to work a pick right now, Dalray. I think they're just going to work a pick and then push that lane where they do get the pick. Well, Mickey does manage to pick up first blood. He's going to trade out. Kills coming left, right, and center right now. 2 remaining left for the side of Origin. Silver lining, they do still have that bomb in the hands of Scorpio, and EN are just going to be waiting for these players from Origin to be pushing up, and the boys from Origin rather are going to be expecting a push from the EN players, but little do they know the boys from EN are just going to be waiting on their head glitches, watching each lane, watching that left lane, middle lane, and the right hand side lane, for those players to push, as they do not see anything right now. 40 seconds left. EN set up very well. They're just going to have to manage to get their pick shot now. The boys from Origin, if they want to win this round, they need to get a pick on either player watching either lane right now. Looks like they're going to engage Dreamsy on that A bomb site. Will they manage to spot Dreamsy in that window? Okay, Dreamsy eventually with that pick. Craze 1v3 managing to tag up Dreamsy. He's going to get pushed in the back by 2 players. It's going to be a Mickey and a Cobbs. That's not something that you're going to get challenged by. No. And then Ian taking another defensive round 1. Defensive round 1.
My only argument for that round is, why would Origin switch it up, not going to be as it worked for them previously, and now switch it up maybe to because they sent 3 people right through mid, and like you could say, yeah, okay, new strat, maybe try something new, but if something's working for you, why change it? And that's exactly what happened there.
I don't think it was that, because remember, like, none of the attacking rounds were working, so I think they were just trying something a little bit different, just as playing for picks, but then ultimately Ian just getting the best of them that round and winning another defensive round. So we're going to have to wait and see what unfolds here, as it looks like another B push, and Flawless Waffle with another first blood. Another first blood, and kills going to the side of Origin right now. 2v4. 2v4 right now.
This attacking side is looking quite difficult for both teams to be winning.
Definitely.
But is 4 alive currently for Origin, and it's Mickey and Dreamsy left alive as Dreamsy picks up Scorpio. Now it's a 3v2, but more of it. Now only one guy in between for Origin. We'll see if they can pick up anything. We'll jump on board quickly with Waffle. See, he is sitting down below at Subway, and if he turns up now, he's going to catch them all off guard. Yes, he seems to. He does push up shots, but Mickey will now be taken out from behind. Definitely. And I do think
that was information for his team. Yeah, that was Waffle passing information to his team that hey, both of them on this B bomb side. He does manage to take up the one, and now Dreamsy
that's the
going
round.
To be that bomb carrier. There you go. The boys from Origin are aware that he is the bomb carrier and does not have time to pick to plant that bomb rather, and ultimately there's another defensive round win. This time going to the side of Origin, and I just think that I think that this map is going to go to that team who wins that first attacking round. It just looks like attacking now for either side is just too difficult.
I think
for the defense of that team.
I think if Origin takes this next round, or this round we're currently in, they're going to take this SND. If not, I really do think Ian will come out on top. But Frosty gets that first nade on Clanko, so that will be crucial. And looks like a A bomb push instead. We can watch carriers here as the Frosty just gets in shots there. guy on the head glitch at the window. And player number 3, I'll jump on board with Kovs. He's going to try and push right around as Mickey picks up another one. And now we'll be catching Scorpio and does take that round 3 apiece. And as I said, I do think now Ian would take this. I think Ian's going to take this next round as well. But I would not count out Origin as they are a quality team, as you saw with HP. It's not any team that can do that to the likes of Ian. But, jeez, it was such a good game.
It just looks like attacking on this London Docks search and destroy just seems too difficult of a task for any for either of these teams right now. But as you can see, Ian are going to opt to hit this A bomb side very hard and try and get control of it.
Yeah,
but look at that, the whole of the Origin side are not in control of this A bomb side. None of them opt to go to that A bomb side. And I think Belray, I think that this could be the first attacking round win right here. The bomb is down, 40 seconds left, 4v4 right now. No player has dropped. First one going to the side of Ian. I think we could see the first attacking round win right here. Ooh, and as I say that, 2 kills going in the favor of Origin. Could this be a retake? There's only 27, 26 seconds left in this. We're going to have to see how this unfolds, Delray. It's going to be a big collapse onto this A-bomb side. Scorpio with the kill.
Oh my, that's a
huge defensive round.
Yeah, that's a huge round of there from Origin as they retake.
If you're Ian, how do you lose that?
Yeah.
If you're Ian, how do you lose that? It's 4v4. You have the bomb down. All you have to do is set up. I just think, I don't know. I didn't see how they lost the gunfights, but I saw Frosty or was it Kovs with the first blood, Delray?
Yeah, it was Kovs with the first blood. Then you had Mickey as well getting a kill there.
2 kills got Origin.
So it was a 4v2. No, sorry. It was only Kovs with the first kill there. And yeah, Ian's kicking themselves. But now look at the, like, I'm bringing up the sky cam. Look at Origin again. Origin, everyone pushed up to B. Mickey picking up 2 quick there.
Picking up 2.
That was
traded out though.
That's big. That's big. As Frosty behind as well. Frosty will he get the?
That's nice to pick up 2.
It's going one apiece. 1 year, 1 day, 1 year.
It's all these defensive rounds, Delray. It's all these defensive rounds, and it just looks like Origin are favoring that B bomb side on their defensive and attacking rounds so much. They're enjoying it, but it's like, again, Delray, that last round where Ian had the bomb down and no players dropped, I don't understand how they lost that round. And they had the first blood. Yeah, that was Ian's round to lose. But again, they're going on the attacking side and they're going to the A bomb side once more. Going A once more.
I want to jump on board with Waffle because I see Waffle is going to the A bomb. The only one currently at A. And I can see player number 5.
His teammates need to wrap back to him.
Yeah,
his teammates do need to wrap back to him and give us some support.
Yeah, if you see player number 5 and 8 on your left-hand side minimap, you can see they went all the way from B back to this A bomb, and I think Frosty. Is Frosty check his left?
He's right next to that player number 7. That is going to be Scorpio. He's going to be engaged by. There are 3 players in this middle map, and he's unaware of it. Will he manage to pick up the first player? He does opt to get out with his life. That's well played. That's well played. He needs to play his life. He needs to play his life there. Now, I think.
Waffle.
First blood going to Waffle, and that is a big defensive kill because that's the bomb carrier as well. That's the bomb carrier. What's going to happen here, Frost? Waffle with another kill, going big on this defensive round.
Kovs from behind.
That's again 1v3. 1v3 again. Frosty does manage to take a shot. That's a big defensive round.
Origin.
Big defensive round. They played that. Origin match point rather.
Origin on a match point, 1 round away from taking the series 3-2 and handing Ian quite a big L, I might add, from that HP. Oh my! What?
This could Ian could end up in the ladder of VS Gaming. This is round 1.
This is round
the viewers. This is round 1.
If you,
it's a single elimination bracket. Single elimination.
If you
this is
bet
crazy
against Ian not reaching a semi or a final, and even this round 2, they're getting knocked out at round 1. It looks like, but they still need to fight. And fight, they must, as Scorpio gets that first blood.
Scorpio with the first blood, that's big, and they're attacking.
And Waffle.
First blood.
This is it.
4v2, this could...
4v2. I think this is it.
Would this be too much of a task for Frosty and Dreamzy? They need to collapse onto this. Well, he does manage to pick up one. Okay.
It's Frosty, all up to Frosty.
1v3 now for Frosty. If Frosty were to win this, he would need to get this 1v3 for the ace, but is it too much of a task? Bomb is down, 40 seconds left. He does manage to see one player.
Push him. He's one shot.
Clanker with the sniper. He does see him. He does.
30
Okay,
seconds.
1v2. 30 seconds remaining. 30 seconds remaining. He does see a player on that bomb site. He is tagged up. He's gonna drop.
That's it.
Drop, and that's
Origin takes it 3-2.
Taking it 3-2.
Handing Ian an L at round 1 of VS Gaming. I'm stunned. I'm stunned. I just wanna I want to congratulate Rocky, Josh, on your team's performance. It was out of this world. They could have won the CTF if Adam didn't time out.
Wow.
But they just came back and totally swept Ian off their feet with that HP, and then takes this S&D 6-4. Oh my.
Well effing played to the boys from Origin. That is a massive win for them. That is a massive win for them and a massive loss for the boys from Ian. That was a big matchup there from two big Goliath teams. From the COD today community. That's Dalray, our predictions got blown right out of the water.
Please, don't go back and watch our predictions, because it's totally in its mood, I could say. But oh my, like, I'm speechless. Origin played out of their minds. Ian was nowhere to be seen in that HPs. Maybe he stood up a fight in that CTF, but it was all Origin, and Origin made the plays. And I'm gonna put it out there. My MVP must go to Keres. Yes, he's gone 4-7 in that SND there, but the plays Keres made in that CTF and the crucial plays he made in the HP is beyond me. The guy played out of his mind.
Mine, I think, is going to go to it's a Clanko. Clanko to me was a step above most of the players in this lobby, and especially in that Oddin's Forest's hard points, him dropping 40, I believe it was 41 or 42 kills with the PPSH, dying only 22 times, going massive. Also in this Search and Destroy, 8 kills dropped by him. Also Waffle dropping 10. Oh, I'm very impressed with the guys from Origin, and if this is how some of the matches are going to go at the beginning of our season right now, just remember, this is the beginning of our season. Our first major land hasn't even happened. It's still in 2 weeks' time, and this is happening. I can't wait for that major land.
I'm telling you,
live teams are going to be meeting up.
I'm telling you, Ian is going to want revenge coming at that major. So I don't know, anyone coming into Ian's side, they're going to be angry. I can bet you now. Coming off that minor loss as well, they are amped to go online and give people else. But GG's to Origin, they played out of their minds. GG's to them. GG Josh to your new org. They started perfectly at the for DGL or VS Gaming Championships. They have played out of their minds. Ian, back to the drawing board. They need to fix things up, because they do not look like the team they had the last year. You could say maybe it's the gentleman's agreement, but I'm just going to throw that out of the window. Origin played out of their boots. It could be the new
meta. The new meta could play a role as that gentleman's agreement with regards to the FG has only been a recent thing. I believe it only became a thing, I think, within the last 2 days or so. So that could have played a factor. But then again, Dalray, Energy Esports knocked out first round of a single elimination bracket of the VS Gaming Championships right now.
Where on earth would you predict that?
You could not have asked for better starts.
Now, I'm telling you, if I was BVD now, if I was Bravado Gaming, I would be grinding the shit out of this game, waiting for that next round, next game against Origin. You just saw what Origin can do against probably the best team that South Africa had to offer for Call of Duty. So, oh my word, if Origin can do that, geez, BVD must be stressing. But like I said, BVD is also a very good quality team, and they came out of the Ace LAN with a second place. So they played with each other for a while now and getting the hang of it. Origin looking very good. And I'm just going to bring up the maps here quick, and then we'll run through them all for you just before you leave. London Docks, Hardpoint, went to Origin, and Origin played it perfectly. I must say, Keres had the game of his life in that Hardpoint, and it was all one side for me. And then we'll move along to the S&D, Saint Marie du Mont. and Ian just absolutely annihilates Origin there. So it's one apiece, and we move along to capture the flag, London Docks. And unfortunately, Adam Clanko, Origin Clanko, had timed out, and Ian took the win there, where it could have gone either way if Clanko stayed in. And so it was 2-1 to Ian. Then Ardennes Forest hardpoint pitched up, and I don't know if Adam was pissed off, if he put his router in boost mode, if he turned on his monitor, he switched on his controller, but the game that guy had 41 and I think it was 16. He absolutely annihilated Ian, and so did Waffle as well, with dropping 30s, and Carriers with the crucial plays, and don't forget Jordan Scorpio as well with the heal time and his skills. So they absolutely annihilated Ian in that hard point Ardennes Forest. I think it was something like 250 to 126. No, it was 250 to 180 something as Ian worked their way back there. But GG's to Origin. And then that SND London Docks that you just saw, 6-4 to Origin, closing it out. And ultimately taking the win over Ian, knocking them out at round 1. And the next opponents will be Bravado Gaming. And I think that might be on Thursday or Wednesday this week, or might be the following week, Monday.
That'll also be a cracker. That'll also be a cracker.
We will definitely bringing that one to you. I'm going to definitely hold on to Brad for that one as well. So hopefully he can join me for that.
Hold me tight, Dalray.
Yeah.
Hold me tight. Your luscious arms.
There we go. He will be to commentate and say how how ridiculous Origin is at the moment. But GG's to both teams.
That's
yeah, GG's to both teams. And thanks for big win.
Team Origin boys. They really needed that one. That was a
yeah.
Oh, that's a huge win for them in the org.
Yeah,
big win for them.
I just want to say thanks to Redham. It did take a while for us to find a host. Telkom took. I don't know what's going on with Telkom, but Redham, thanks. Perez, thanks for your host. It was incredible for you to go out of your way to host in such a short notice. And then thank you to you, Brad. Your co-castingness is very deliciously, I would add, and I really do appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me, Dalray. It was an absolute pleasure casting with you, and also casting over this huge game that we just had. It could not have been better. It could not have been closer. It was such an entertainment to cast over it, and I hope that the viewers enjoyed it. I'm sure they did. And yeah, this is just the start. I'm keen to see what the rest of the season has for us.
Yeah, this is just the start. We've got a major in 2 weeks. It's in Cape Town. If you are here, please do sign up. 250 Rand a person. $1,000 for your team if you can get there. I think the early bird is $1,000 to end 1,000. Ended last night or something. I think there was. I think there was a
1,300 now something.
Oh, I think there was a extension period. Just check on on Twitter. If you're on Cape Town or can come down to Cape Town, please take part. It is a major land. There's 30,000 Rand up for grabs in the Call of Duty event, and even FIFA has a 10,000 Rand prize pool. So take part. It's going to be huge. It's going to be at Grand West Casino in Cape Town. So hopefully we see you there. Myself and Brad. Brad's flying down to Cape Town. So that's going to be quite interesting. It's going to be awesome to have you there,
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Yeah.
I'll see you there, Dalray.
Yeah,
I'll see you there, Dalray. Give me a hug.
We'll all see you there. It's going to be insane. And I'll check you guys next time. Please do follow me on Twitter. You'll see everything regarding COD. And ACGL is coming out with something big that all Call of Duty guys will like. So keep out for that. That's around the corner. Yeah, please do follow me. Drop a like. And if you have enjoyed this, and please subscribe. It always helps out, and you'd know when another Call of Duty competitive match goes live. And I'll check you at the next one. Cheers.